Hey JT, John Moeller here, taking a look at the fourth and final sector of your fastest lap at COTA. I'm going to go ahead and dive into it. We are taking a look at turn 16, 17, 18, which is known as the carousel. Just going to this is a long sweeping right-hander, about three-quarters of the way through the course. So as we're rolling into it, we're seeing pretty good speed carrying in. So our entry speed is very similar in both your the second fastest, well, the fastest lap from your second session as well as the third session. We see 76, 75 miles an hour. Seeing a little bit of brake application here. I might even want to see lighter brake application. We just need to get the car turning. We just need to get a little bit of weight on the front so those front wheels can grip and make that car turn. From here, yeah, a little bit slow, a little bit of delay going back to that throttle. Take a look at one of the things we can take a look at is the G's that you're pulling right here. We're at 0.63 G's. I want to see those G's really start to build and, excuse me, see it a bit more consistent. So looking at like it's fluctuating 0.8, 0.56. From here, I'd rather see you go with a little more throttle, being a little bit less tentative. The line is good though. You're clipping this kind of the first bite of the pavement over here, and I'm usually there or maybe a little bit away from that to make it a little bit more of a later apex. But overall, I'm good with what you're doing there. I just want to see you start applying throttle a little bit earlier and getting a little bit more confidence as you come through here. You're actually going to notice that in your slower lap, the top lap, you actually end up exiting with more speed as you come around the corner in the same spot. You've got yourself by about 4 miles an hour all the way through there. And then what's kind of funny is you commit to the throttle more. You commit harder to the throttle in your faster lap, and that brings you up almost to 100 miles an hour here. So boom, we see 100 miles an hour, and you're actually just brushing red line. And so that's good to see there. Pivotal corner here, turn 19. Is looking through this corner. So COTA has just started building a new building for us that we're going to use as a good reference point. But what I like here, you're setting up on the right hand side. You're getting over on that right curving that allows you to maximize that radius. And here, what I want to do is I want your eyes shifting over to the left side. You can see that building going up behind the billboard. It's behind the fence. I think they're doing bleachers out there or something, but whatever it is, it's a great reference point to give you a target for where you need to go and give you some kind of idea of where you're headed on the track. That's going to give you more confidence as you come through this corner because this is definitely a difficult corner. It's if you're not looking at the building, it's relatively blind and you don't know what's behind that fencing. So here we give it a little bit of break. And then as we come through here, I really liked your line as we came through in the fast lap, the bottom lap. But I want you looking out at that building, and then I want you rolling on that gas pedal as you come through here, getting tight into that curving. Ideally, if you can get the left tire, depending upon how they're running that curve, I call this, everybody refers to this as the sausage. This orange section or yellow section here, you want to be, if they're running the lower curving, it depends on what day they're running. So definitely do a sighting lap or what style they're running. Sometimes they run a bigger curving here that can really do damage to your car if you go over it. So do a sighting lap, see how high this is. And if it's not too high, then you can definitely kind of split that with the left wheel, keeping that right wheel just on the asphalt as you come through here. It buys you a little bit more width, gets you a little bit more time. Regardless, we want to be looking out towards that building and thinking about letting the car run out to the green pavement on that outside. So here, again, I want to call this out. This is a big place where you made up time on yourself versus the top lap. You're at 66 miles an hour mid corner versus 57. That's a huge gap. But one of the places where you gave it up was towards the end of this. Look at your throttle commitment here. Now, granted, you're at 60 miles an hour, but we're seeing you go a little bit of hesitation going on the throttle hard as you exit here. We can definitely go to that throttle harder because now we're at the same speed, right? So you gained a ton of speed coming through there, but you actually could gain more if you commit to the throttle more. Here in the slower lap, you're at 75% throttle versus 50% in what's actually your faster lap. So just bear that in mind as you exit there. Looking at that building is going to give you that confidence to go to the throttle. And if you need it, this is a safe space out here on the right side. That's where you take the car if things are going wrong, if it's getting squirrely, if you feel like you're going too fast, use that asphalt out on the right side. From there, coming into turn 20, coming in hard, we're using that braking zone. So we are braking. You can use pretty much the markers with the black. That's not really a bad spot where you start seeing everybody is braking. A little bit after that entry road, boom, we're going hard on those brakes. Even maybe the front of that building might be a good reference point. That building's relatively new to me, so still working it out. But here we're seeing you do hard braking, like seeing that. We're doing a nice late turn in to get a late apex out of that, and then bending down, getting all the way to that apex. And here, I want you shifting that gaze. We actually have another electronic flag station up here on the right side of the track. It's going to be kind of window left here. We're going to see another electronic flagging station that you can use as your focal point. It's literally just kind of under the canopy there that you can see. Use that, shift your gaze out there if you need to, and start looking for it. And then we're going to see it just out here, boom, right there. Just you can see it right on the right side of the track along the fence line. So I want you looking up there, and then we roll across that finish line. You're doing a great job here. You got that 238 in the bag. So love to see that coming out with the next time that you get out with me. And hope that was a helpful rundown of your laps. Really good job out there. Look forward to working with you again.